This is my Revert story, and why I converted to Islam. I entered the world in 1981 in the great city of Brisbane. At age 7, we uprooted and headed for the United States. After my parents split up, my dad went into the hotel business. We took a trip to the United States since Mom had some acquaintances there. Our home was in the middle of New York along with New Jersey. I used to visit church and pray with my mom. However, with passage of time I stopped visiting it. Incredibly, my life was changing with time. The youngsters were being wild. Fun, yes, but the worst sort of fun. Mom won't assume it at the time, but I think part of the reason we came back was because I was getting in with the wrong crowd of kids. My mom told me we were coming to Australia for a vacation, but it turned out to be a one-way ticket. She figured this was the sole way to get me out of the bad guys. I moped for a few years, deeply depressed, over my inability to rejoin my friends in the United States. A young criminal, I wasn't content with my life and didn't like who I was at all. Fallen into drug-related crimes I committed in 2007, I was given a 10-month jail term. Honestly, I felt better after that. Actually, I wasn't in the best of health. Over the course of a few days, I would often go without sleep for 3 or more nights straight, and my diet suffered as a result of my excessive partying. Getting locked up allowed me to eat, sleep, and restore my health all at once. When I was released, I immediately resumed my previous lifestyle, running wild with the same group of friends. However, while engaging in these destructive behaviors, I gradually grew more curious about my spiritual identity and the kind of person I was becoming. My habits were transforming and I started to feed poor people as well. I believed in the existence of God, but I wasn't truly content with Christianity. It was important for me to talk to someone while I was experiencing a rough time. A few weeks ago, I met a taxi driver called Mohammed, and I was able to track down his contact information. Once I said to him, "Please advise me, I'm lost. Help me, please." The next day, he picked me up and took me there, and I had a conversation with one Imam. He explains, "What is Islam?" As I sat in mosque and watched the brothers pray, I felt an overwhelming sense of calm and peace within. You could say it was a sense of safety and familiarity. That evening, I made the confession of faith known as Shahada, and my life was forever altered. Eventually, I lost all desire to use drugs, and now, 5 years later, I'm still drug-free. This event was the turning point in my life. It provided me with the tools, guidelines, and direction I needed to become the person I had envisioned myself to be a year prior to my conversion. In a situation where there are no guidelines to follow, the notion that Muslims didn't take drugs or alcohol at all attracted to me. My mom converted to Islam 3 months after I did.